The Shadow Man. My parents bought a house when I was around 12. One of the first weekends we lived there, my friend stayed over and we were in the basement playing with Legos. Suddenly, a piece of paper that was on the ground glided across the floor, hit the wall, and went up in the air and floated down. We thought it was awesome. My sister and her friends played with a Ouija board down there once. It was scary accurate, and when they asked who they were talking to, it spelled Satan, which is when they stopped. For a couple of weeks, our oven kept getting turned on at 375 degrees. We kept thinking it was my little brother playing a joke. Then one time, we noticed it on 375 and turned it off, and we sat and watched. After a minute or two, we actually saw it slowly creep back up to 375. Turn it off again, and the same thing happened. This went on for about 20 minutes before it stopped. My little brother always said he would hear a noise and see someone's shadow running away. No one else saw that, until I had just left the military when I was around 21 and moved back home for a couple of months. It was about midnight and I was watching television in the living room when I saw a shadow walk out from a dark corner of the living room. So I turned around to say something and no one was there. I looked back and the shadow was still there, and then walked back into the corner. All that being said, I thought it was a haunted house as a kid. Now, not so much. I don't really believe in the supernatural, yet it is still creepy and unexplained. So, which of these stories do you believe are fact and which do you believe are completely fiction? Remember the story about the bag shapeshifting into a former Klansman? Do you think that was possible to happen, or was it just all his imagination? Yes, the story is 100% true and happened in a small town in Oklahoma in the 1990s. Next, let's recall the violent story of the man stopping to grab some pizza on his way, only to find that the store employees had a dirty secret behind the counter. Do you think an open pizza shop would conduct murder during their hours of operation? Maybe there was a heated argument. Do you think this is true? No, this story never happened and was completely made up. We fibbed our whole way through it. Lastly, what do you think about the story that involved a shadow that would not go away? Do you believe a Ouija board could have opened the door for spirits to manifest? Yes, this story actually happened to a young man in Pennsylvania in 2020. Thanks for watching Real Life Mysteries Fact or Fiction. Did you guess correct? Or were you ghostly wrong? Please subscribe and like this video to help us get in the YouTube algorithm and get more creepy, true stories published every day. Click above to binge watch more creepy, true stories, and click below to watch the next episode. If you have a creepy, true story and want it featured on our next episode, click the link below to email your story to us. See you in the next mysterious episode of Real Life Mysteries Fact or Fiction.
This was only the beginning. Click now to solve the mystery.
The upside down world of paranormal and mystery turn facts. Some of these stories are based on real events, and some of these stories are entirely fiction.